Hey, it's Mike over at fishyourassoff.com. And today's fishing class is about how important is stealth when fishing in shallow water. And the short answer is it's very important. But we're going to cover just the difference between sound waves, how they pass through, a gas medium like air versus how they would pass through a liquid medium like water, because it's very different. But you have to be aware of this if you're trying to, say you want to catch a big old gator trout or a big old snook, whatever it is you're looking for. They didn't get big by being stupid. They're smart, so they're very easy to scare off the bigger fish, the trophy type catches, that we're all looking for, basically. So I just want to explain how it's different and just how it works. So how important is stealth when shallow water fishing? Answer is very important. All right, well, here's my little man in a boat. He's got an outboard engine. He's got a radio on. He's got an anchor. His anchor has a chain on it. So these are the things I just want you to notice about this. I probably didn't do my best artistic work ever, but bottom line is, these are the sound waves coming from his mouth. This guy can scream and yell all he wants. The fish don't care because these sound waves are not going to come through, for the most part, into the water. So you can scream and yell, have whatever you want. He's even got a radio blasting. And as long as this radio doesn't have a bunch of bass and, say it's not sitting directly on his boat, like say he has it sitting on a towel or something that's going to stop the vibrations from going through the boat into the water. Heck, he could even have that, and fish really wouldn't care. Now, if those vibrations are passing through, he doesn't have some sort of a sound absorption where it's going to go through in the water, well, then that radio is a bad thing. But this is basically trying to make a point on the difference between how sound waves are going to pass through air versus through water. So even his engine, all the noise his engine might make, the airborne part is fine, but that vibration also passes into the water, right, through his lower unit and on his propeller, and now that's a problem because those sound waves are in the water and they're going everywhere. So say he bumps the side of his boat. Let's say this is an aluminum boat or whatever. Bumps this, more sound waves coming in there. Let's say he drops his fishing pole, it bangs on the thing, more sound waves going into the water. This anchor has a chain on it. I don't like anchors with chain when I'm doing that because those chains rattle and you always up the side of the boat accidentally. So when I have an anchor, it's usually a little mushroom anchor, but I want it to be just rope. I don't want it to make a lot of noise, and I ease that anchor into the water because, again, that's more vibrations that are coming out, and all the fish are going to hear that. And big fish are usually smart fish, so they care. They're going to say, hey, that's weird. That's not something that I'm used to hearing. I'm going to flee this area because that is a scary new sound for me. I don't want to be around that. And one of the basic things that I think people forget is water transfers sound waves a lot more efficiently than air does. And when you think about a fish has lateral lines, and that's the fish's ears. People don't think about it, but our ears are kind of like a lateral line. Our eardrums are basically a vibration detector. What your eardrums are. It's the same thing for a fish. They just detect these vibrations through the water and use their lateral lines to do it. So they're vibration detectors. Ours are detecting it through, air because we live in the gas environment, air. So ours have evolved for that. Well, their ears, their lateral lines, have evolved for detecting these vibrations under the water. So they hear differently, but they feel more in the water. So sounds that you're going to generate that go through the water are going to scare away those fish. So it's extremely important. You know, I don't think it's a coincidence that you see so many of these kayakers and these waders, these people that are walking around catching these monster fish in really shallow water, these trophy gator trout, red snook, whatever it is. Whereas a lot of times the guy in the motorboat with his outboard doesn't really get to catch those big fish unless they drift up on them or something where they're extremely quiet. So sound makes a big difference. You've got to be quiet. You can scream and yell all you want, but whatever you do, don't bang the boat. If you're in a boat, you can be cussing at your friend as loud as you want in that boat, and the fish aren't really going to hear it or be bothered by it. But it's the slightest thing, like knocking the anchor chain against that boat, or dropping your fishing pole real hard, or taking a hard step in the boat, or letting this one kills me. When I'm in a boat with somebody and we're trying to be quiet, they get a bait out of a live well and just slam, the lid goes down. Well, that slam, those vibrations go all the way through the boat hole and disperse all through that water. So you might as well just move at this point because you made that noise. You're going to scare all the real fish away. You're not going to scare a catfish or something that you don't want to catch, but you're going to scare all the smart snook, all the gator trout, all the reds, all those kind of things, because when they're in shallow water, they're nervous. You got to remember, if you're a trout or whatever you are, if you're in that shallow water, osprey might come and grab you. The lemon sharks might be coming up there looking for you. So they're worried, all the time. So they're very, very aware of their surroundings, and they're very aware of the vibrations in their surroundings. So they're listening, but the way, they're feeling, which is their version of listening. And you got to keep that in mind. But anyways, I think everyone gets the point of be quiet. Don't bang things on a boat. You can scream and yell all you want, but whatever you do, don't let any of those vibrations transfer into the water where your quarry are, or you're going to catch a hell of a lot fewer fish. All right, I think I covered that. So you can find more of this information on our website. It's www.fishyourassoff.com. There's how-to videos, there's where-to sections, what-to. There's all kinds of very pertinent information. As the bottom line, the website is set up for simple tips to help fishermen catch more fish. So I think I covered everything I wanted to. So for now, that's it. We'll see you later. All right, bye-bye.